Hi folks, welcome back to the Insight series. Chris here once again, and sitting down with the EGM and Head of Product Strategy and Marketing for RPM Global, Michael Baldwin. Hi mate, how you doing?
Good, thanks.
Welcome back. Today, let's talk about IDC Futurescape, their report which came out of the back end of last year in November. They dropped a few things. One of the big ones was that those in the mining industry, the leaders, have to change operationally in terms of going to more digital platforms. Now, why do you see that? Because I know certainly RPM Global Strategy aligns with this. Why do you see that as being important for the mining industry as a whole?
Yeah, definitely in operations. I think it's been for so long. It's actually been the home of data silos. There are so many systems. I read somewhere recently that there's the average operation now has over 100 operational IT systems just working in that space, and more often than not, all of those systems are operating independent of each other.
That's amazing.
It is amazing when you think that there's people who are actually employed every day to try and bring that information together and try and pair it together. So whilst the intentions are good, when you introduce a new system, they can often actually hamper productivity or hamper improvements, particularly in the earlier days as you're actually putting them in. So we certainly agree with IDC. I'd probably extend it a little bit and say it's not just in when we talk about operations in the shift space, but actually right through the whole horizon of planning. I mean, if you actually get your operations digital and you've got that actually working very, very well, but you're actually executing a very, very poor plan, then you're really just executing a mess. So it's important to have continuity right across the planning horizon, and then planning into actuals, and then operations on a planning side, but also in a maintenance side.
Yeah. And
the actual operation of the vehicles as well, particularly as we move into more of an autonomous environment as well. So bringing all of those systems together, I think, and that's what the IDC report I think was pointing to, is really, really important. I think as we move forward to not just push forward for the way the operations have to run today. So really we've got to bring all of those systems together, particularly if what we're trying to do is maximise the value that we're getting out of the system, but more importantly, maximise the value that being digital means to these operations.
Well mate, it's always a pleasure to sit down and have a chat to you. Thanks for your time. I know it's valuable. And guys, we'll see you next time for more of the Insight series. Bye.